What's going on to my Scorpios? You have the Page of Pentacles, the Strength, the Queen of Cups, Tower, which is Scorpio, Six of Cups, the Death card, Scorpio again, the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Temperance. Again, so for you Scorpios, big reading. The Page of Pentacles, the Strength, the Queen of Cups. This is about how a lot of you Scorpios, you were with somebody who essentially would try to convince you that they loved you when they really didn't have your best interest in mind, unfortunately. They were just so worried about what it is that what you had going on and thinking about your pockets, right? And the Queen of Cups represents you obviously seeing that and eventually wanting to Tower break up because you realize that they were no good because in essence, all they were doing was trying to hang around you so that they could be a parasite, get something out of you, and use you for everything that you can offer. And then when you fall in on hard times, essentially discard you, leave you be. Yes, that's the reality of the situation. Most people try that. And most people try that in different ways. So with that being said, right? With that being said, the Strength card represents this person's delusion, right? They try to convince themselves that it's their right to live off of other people's hard work. I wanted to say something else, but wanted to live off of other people's hard work. So the Queen of Cups represents, again, you saw this in them and you put a stop to it because you realized how dysfunctional it was. And you Scorpios wasn't going to allow somebody who is dysfunctional like that to come on in and use you and you get played and you get nothing. So the Tower and the Six of Cups represent, so as a result now, right, you stop hanging out with them. Now they want to come back. The Six of Cups, y'all already know what the Six of Cups represent. People are trying to come back. They want to know what's going on. They want to know what's going on. They want to get all up in, on, and around your business, up underneath your business like a groundhog. They want to know what you've got going on. And I would honestly suggest for you Scorpios to never to take these people back, because whenever it is that you have people who are delusional like that try to come back, they're so goofy, they see everything as competition, right? See, you got to get inside the mind of a delusional person. They're too emotional for their own good. So instead of them settle down and be able to understand that ultimately, it's not about being in competition with somebody that you're supposed to be in love with. It's about growing at your own pace and aspiring this other person to grow, and the two of you end up building this relationship as a team. What do? They're so goofy. They're looking at you interacting with them as a competition. So what will happen is if you or anybody was to get back together with these types of people who are delusional like this, you know what it is that they're going to do, Scorpio? They would come back in, play like they're nice, right? Play like they're nice, play like they rock with you, and then right afterwards, give you a hard time by trying to sabotage you. So now it seems like you and them actually made some form of progress, and the two of you actually didn't make any kind of progress at all. They played you if you were to get back together with them. And this is why, this is the crux. This is the reason why it is that I say, because a lot of y'all heard this, this is the reason why it is I say, do not get back together with your ex ever. Because when you do that, If your ex was this dysfunctional before and that was them the first time around, if you get back together with them, more than likely, I'm not saying that every single last person is going to act like this, but more than likely, because so many people are into playing games, you can't take that chance unless you want to, but you can't take that chance. I won't suggest you taking that chance to get to know these people like that, because they're going to come on in, tell you that they love you, try to convince you that everything is great, you hit the jackpot, they've changed, only for them to essentially start running the same game that they were playing, just a different way, or maybe the same game that they play, but you're seeing the same things. They're just showing up slowly now with the games so that you don't notice a difference, or you don't notice that they're running the same game because you're so interested in thinking that it's different now. See, a lot of people don't like listening to me when I say a lot of the things that I say, because a lot of people think it's too harsh. I told y'all many a times, I am interested in the facts. I know what I am talking about. And I say the things that I say for a particular cause. I'm not just sitting up here talking to a camera. I'm telling y'all what it is, how things really work. So you do not get yourselves caught up in a situation now where you were stupid, you took the person back. Now all of a sudden you're back with this you're back with this cocotazo or this cocotasa, this moron, this delusional person that is now, it's like a switch that switch that got flipped. They went from being cool, calm, collected, learning their lesson, to now being this wild person again, out of nowhere, after you made so much great progress. The Death card and the Fool represent, so as a result, this is about how you're in a situation where the Death card and the Fool is about, well, the Death card represent you, because I'm reading for you Scorpios, but the Death card and the Fool represent, so just know that for the ones of you Scorpios that decide to not learn to take them back, more than likely you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. You're gonna have those same problems again. For the ones who want to play hard-headed, for the Scorpios who bounced and who will take what it is I have to say into consideration and understand the circumstances, good on y'all, because a lot of y'all left the first time around that you got a chance to hang out with these people. I should say the first time around when you started to see this, or when you started to see enough specifically, the ones of y'all that got out of there, good for you. For the Scorpios who trying this again, because a lot of y'all want to play hard-headed because you don't want to listen to me, even though I've been through all that stuff, okay. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands now represents, as a result now, that you're in a situation where, again, this person is going to try to convince you that they've changed. Do not listen to that. But also, because they're going to try to come on in and convince you that they've changed because they see you coming up. See, again, because people who are leeches do not leech off of people who do not have value like that. By definition, they wouldn't be able to. How does one parasite feed off of another parasite successfully? The answer is they can't. They're going to be just as hungry as they were hanging out, even if they did feed off of another parasite, because that parasite is substanceless just like them. That's the reason why it is that they have to be a parasite to a person or an energy source, y'all, that brings value in. So don't let anybody convince you, Scorpios, ever that you're trash, especially if they're being parasitic to you. By definition, you're not trash. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. And that's the evidence that you're not trash. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands now represents what the problem that you're having is just like the problem that so many other people are having. is the ability to identify what a delusional person, i.e., that is a parasite, looks like, and what are the games that they play. And the games can be very, very pronounced or very subtle. You have to learn to get good at all games so that you can know what to look out for, so that when the time is right, you leave. The temperance now represents as a result, because you've gained too much knowledge to just allow yourselves to be played like this. So let's clarify some cards. Let's clarify the strength. Come here. That's my cat down there. But to clarify the strength, we have the 9 of Swords, 4 of Swords, Queen of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Come here. You want to be on camera? Come here. Come here. Come here. There you go. Go on now. Go on now. Go on now. I don't want you to get too attached now. Go on now. Anyway. So to clarify the strength, right, you have the 9 of Swords and the 4 of Swords, which represents you and them. The more stress you're up under is the happier they are, because they're trying to stress you out to trauma bond you, to trauma bond with you, to be more accurate, so that you won't ever leave, so that they have you on a string. Anytime they want to pull you back, they can do just that. The Queen of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles is about how a lot of you, but while at the same time, you Scorpios need to learn to start defending yourselves, right? Understand that you have to get to a point where you become cold, in the sense of, first and foremost, identify who's real and who's fake. And once you identify a person who's fake, understand that you can't allow these people to get too far with you as far as a relationship is concerned, because they're not meant to be trusted. You understand? So let's clarify the 6 of Cups. Excuse me, the Ace of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups. Okay, so we 8 of Wands, the King of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so we can't clarify a card with the same card, so we'll take the other 4. So to clarify the 6 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands, right? What you need to do is, for your future potential relationship partners, start asking these people some serious questions. It's not enough to have value. It's not enough to have value and offer it. You have to learn to have value, offer it, and offer it to the correct people, so they won't take that for granted. The King of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles now represents, as a result, you also have to take into consideration that the King of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles are about how you need to have a strategy, in the sense of knowing what to, like I said, knowing what to look out for, knowing what kind of situations that a person could potentially put you in. Because it's not just about games. Because see, the way that a lot of people who are delusional and playing games, they will try to downplay it and make it seem like, come on now, we were just having fun, right? When you need to see the trajectory of it. Yeah, they're playing little silly pitter-patter games now, but what does that look like in the future? Would they set you up to get robbed? Would they set you up, unfortunately, to get beaten up? Things happen like this out here. There's been times, I'll say this, and I'm not going to get too deep into it. There's been times where some of the people who I'm dating have tried to set me up. So this type of stuff does happen out here. Let's clarify the temperance. Matter of fact, let's clarify the death card, which is you Scorpios. So much to talk about, so little time. To clarify the death, we have the Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, right? The Two of Cups and the Page of Pentacles represents, again, if you want a relationship, a functional one, you have to look out for those three things. The value, the value that you bring, your own internal value, the value that you can offer to somebody else, and if those people can bring you value, right, and still be grateful amongst each other of what the two of you bring to the table. The Three of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, pay attention to anyone that is heartbroken, and an overly heartbroken potential partner. We're all heartbroken to a certain extent, right? Which is the reason why we ask so many questions and we play games. But an overly heartbroken person, a person that's constantly heartbroken, because of their past relationships and don't ever move past that, listen for how much it is that they talk about their ex. If they're constantly bringing it up, you should not be dating them. So look out for a heartbroken and overly heartbroken partner. Let's clarify the temperance. The Star, Lovers, the Empress, the Eight of Cups. So all of this right here, these three cards represent all three of the air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Which is ironic because I never got this combination before. But for you Scorpios, again, this represents, don't worry about letting go of dysfunctional people. You should be looking for real individuals, because there's plenty of people that will interact with you the way that you want, that, you don't have to constantly look over your shoulder to see if somebody's waiting in the bushes to knock your head off or something like this. Then you have the Lovers and the Empress, which is the Lovers and the Empress, which is and let go of any, and the Eight of Cups, let go and be willing to walk away from anybody it's just the cost is too high to be with. They want too much stuff. They have too much baggage. Just be careful of that type of stuff, but that's pretty much it. Overall, for you Scorpios, you're off the hook. You don't have to deal with these people. You Scorpios right now are single and you're ready to mingle, and you can continue to get to know other people. Just stay away from the people who are dysfunctional, right? But other than that, you're doing pretty good. If you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called the Linktree. Click on it. It'll redirect you to a website in which there's ways you can support me financially, right? And because it also has my social media outlets on it. From my Amazon, the links, the books that I have that are on Amazon, my clothing store, for private tarot readings, you can click on it. It'll be a website. It'll tell you how long I'm offering, how much you pay, right, or how much I'm charging, as well as my email address, Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com, just in case if you want to set up a private tarot reading with me. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, we're coming up on 5,500 subscribers. Y'all are amazing. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. Love y'all.